Welcome to the online training module for the Bioprofile FAST CDV. This training is designed to cover the components, features, use, and maintenance of the FAST CDV. These modules are broken down into multiple parts to make it easier to navigate. So feel free to skip to the module you are looking for, or start from the beginning. I think you'll find these modules easy and intuitive. So let's get started. The first thing I'd like to show you is the large touchscreen display showing the user interface. From here, you can navigate through all the menu screens by pressing the Destinations icon at the bottom left corner. Below the display is the Load and Go carousel tray. This 32-position tray rotates clockwise as each sample is being analyzed to allow you to continuously load as many samples as you need. There is a wireless keyboard with a mouse pad to allow you to enter information, or you can use the on-screen keyboard and touchscreen. The analyzer door can be opened from the bottom left side of the analyzer to access the components inside. When you open the FAST CDV analyzer door, you'll find the FAST CDV reagent pack, 3 pump tubing assemblies for cuvette A, cuvette B, and the waste well, the sample cup waste container, and a USB port. Above, you'll find the analyzer drawer, inside of which you'll find the FAST CDV bottle pack and the 96 well plate. Each of the reagent cartridges is equipped with a radio frequency identification, or RFID tag. This tag stores all of the use life information, including how much volume is remaining in the pack and when it will expire. You can navigate through the FAST CDV user interface by touching different parts of the screen. The status bar is always visible at the top of the display as you navigate to different menus. In the status bar, you will find the current date and time, user sign-in icon, module status, and remaining reagent volume. You can open the module status overlay by tapping on the System Fluid button in the status bar. The module overlay provides more information about the module, including the calibration status, reagent status, well status, flow times, and primed status. Calibrated flow paths will show C in the status column and a red UC if it is uncalibrated. When a system error or alert occurs, the alert icon will appear near the top right corner of the status bar. Selecting the alert icon will open a dialog box providing the text information for the error or alert. In the top right corner, a timer icon will appear when the analyzer is actively running a sequence. By tapping on the icon, you'll be able to see what sequence the analyzer is running and how long it will take to complete. Sometimes, more than one sequence may be running at a time. Selecting the Destinations icon in the bottom left will open the panel of menus, allowing you to navigate between them. The Logs icon allows you to select between the audit log, error log, calibration log, and maintenance log. The Database icon lets you manually perform a database backup. The Service icon opens up a list of options that allow you to troubleshoot and optimize certain parameters on the instrument. The QC icon allows you to run analysis on the external controls. Configuration brings up a list of adjustable settings. Selecting General will allow you to adjust preferences related to the instrument, like the instrument name and number format. Users allows you to add users or delete existing users, as well as adjust the settings related to each one. Cell Inspections allows you to create new cell inspection types that are optimized for your cell line. Scheduling will allow you to determine the time and frequency for the automatic maintenance processes to occur. The Maintenance menu allows you to perform some routine consumable replacements, cleaning functions, priming, and adjusting intensity. We cover these steps in the Maintenance module of this training, so please refer to that section for more details. If you select the analysis icon, it will take you to the analysis screen. You will see the two sampling modes on the left side, which are the Load and Go carousel tray and 96 well plate. The system will prioritize Load and Go samples, followed by 96 well plate samples. The system will always complete the analysis it is currently running before starting the next sample in the queue. You can select an onboard dilution for the analysis. It is important to select the appropriate cell inspection type to ensure accurate cell counts. One of the key features of the FAST CDV is the Sample Types function, which allows an operator to create customized, pre-configured sample types for each cell line, media type, or sample type. Sample types can be created or modified from within the analysis screen. When a sample type is created, all an operator needs to do is select the applicable sample type for the sample they are running, and the sample configuration will automatically be loaded. To create a sample type, select the Create button above the sample ID input fields, which will present the sample type's overlay. Give the sample type a name in the entry field at the top, and then select the applicable onboard dilution settings for the sample type. A pre-configured cell inspection type can be programmed for the sample type. The NOVA Bioprofile Applications team can assist in creating a cell inspection type specific to your cell line. The Use Low Shear Mixing option can be selected for cells that are more prone to harm from shear stress. When this option is selected, the sample will be mixed slightly less than it normally would be to reduce shear stress on the cells. A sample type also allows you to pre-configure correction factors and range limits for each parameter. To save a sample type, select the green check mark at the bottom of the overlay or select the red X to cancel the sample type configuration. A sample type can be modified by selecting the sample type from the drop-down, then the Modify button above the sample ID input fields. From within the Modify overlay, make the desired changes, then select the green check mark at the bottom of the overlay to save the changes, or select the red X to cancel these changes. The Deactivate button at the bottom of the sample types overlay will remove a sample type from the analysis menu. When running a carousel tray analysis, select a tray location and configure the sample, and then pipette your sample into a FAST CDV sample cup. A sample type must be configured to run a carousel tray analysis. Please refer to the Sample Types section for more information on customizing your sample types. Once a sample type is selected, the location will turn blue. It is important to always pipette exactly 100 microliters into the cup when running an analysis. Samples must be run using NOVA's FAST CDV sample cups. The carousel has 32 cup locations, of which 12 are available at any given time for loading cups. You can load all 12 locations and begin your analysis, and then continue to load as new sample cup locations become available again. To add samples to the carousel, simply touch an available cup location and configure the analysis from this location. Upon selecting the new cup location, an alert icon will appear in the status bar, showing that the tray has been suspended. This does not suspend the current analysis, which will continue to run to completion, but it will suspend the carousel from moving the next cup into position for analysis. To resume the carousel, press the Resume button in the command bar. For 96 well plate analysis, there are two plate options: the standard 96 well plate option and the NOVA Fast Tray, a 96 well plate developed by NOVA for the FAST CDV. The standard tray requires 125 microliters of sample in each well, while the NOVA Fast Tray requires just 100 microliters of sample in each well. Configuration is the same for both plate options. You would configure the 96 well plate in the same manner as the carousel analysis by configuring each well of the 96 well plate. Unlike carousel tray sampling, you cannot add samples to a 96 well plate that is already running, so be sure to load all samples at the time that the 96 well plate is configured to run. To load the 96 well plate into the analyzer, press the Open Drawer button. When loading the plate, ensure the A1 position of the plate is at the top right of the plate holder, as seen in the on-screen graphic. Press the Close Drawer button and you are ready for analysis. You can run carousel tray analyses while a 96 well plate is already running. If the Suspend button is selected and the Carousel Tray Analysis button is then selected and samples are configured in this mode, the 96 well plate will be suspended until the Carousel Tray Analysis has completed, at which point the 96 well plate will resume where it left off. Sample information can be edited for sample results already stored on the system. For example, if you forgot to input a sample ID, batch ID, vessel ID, or cell type, you can edit this information for the already stored sample result. Sample results may also be reanalyzed with a different pre-dilution multiplier and cell inspection type. The sample must have been taken within the last 30 days to be reanalyzed with a different cell inspection type. To edit or reanalyze a sample result, open the Historical Results screen and select the result that you wish to edit. Then press View Selected or double-tap the result. This will open the individual sample analysis screen and display the results for only this sample. Select the upside-down green triangle to open the sample editing overlay. Input the desired sample ID, batch ID, vessel ID, and cell type. You can also change the pre-dilution multiplier or cell inspection type that the sample was originally analyzed with. Enter your desired pre-dilution multiplier and click on the Cell Inspection Type drop-down to choose the cell inspection type you wish to reanalyze the sample result with. Then select the Reanalyze button or the green check mark. The sample information for this sample will then be updated, and the calculated sample results will be recalculated based on the information entered. It is important to note that editing sample information does not overwrite the data from the initial sample analysis. When sample information is edited, a new data set with a new date and timestamp is generated in the Historical Results screen with the new information. But the original analysis remains unchanged. The edited sample is traceable to the original sample in both the Historical Results screen and the audit log. The cell density module calibration is an external calibration used to calibrate the focus and light intensity of the camera system. It requires the use of the cell density calibration solution, which comes in the pink box. The FAST CDV can be calibrated by selecting Calibrate in the Destinations icon. To begin, press Start to bring positions 1 and 2 into their home positions. Next, remove an ampule of the calibration solution from the pink box and invert it to make sure that any beads trapped in the top of the ampule go back into the solution. Vortex the ampule at high speed for at least 10 seconds. Pipette 100 microliters of the calibration solution into the 2 sample cups. Place 2 sample cups into positions 1 and 2. Then select Continue. The instrument will aspirate the calibration solution and calibrate the focus and light intensity of the camera. After several minutes, you will see 2 sets of 20 images presented on the screen. One set of images is for flow path A, the other for flow path B. Inspect each image, and if there is debris or objects present, click on that image to deselect it. This excludes the position where this image was taken from cell counts, as debris or foreign objects appearing on the images can sometimes affect the accuracy of cell counts. A maximum of 5 images can be deselected for each flow path. After deselecting images, click Done.